This is an APsprayarts dice painting. Let's roll some dice and spray some paint. What is a dice painting? We roll first, we spray second. I said that already. This is my very first dice painting. Those gray dice are dice that my son made in high school a while ago. So main subject is 2, Forest, as you can see, written on paper. 8 is the color scheme, so it's metallic. And the secondary item I get, hard to figure out which number it is, but that's a 9, which is birds. Actually, no, it was Northern Lights, not birds. Anyway, metallic for a forest scene. It actually worked out quite well and made it look more kind of autumny. The colors I'm using are copper, gold, and silver. I'm using my Sabotage 80 paints. They turned out really well, and this is early on in my forest scene, so this is when I'm still kind of trying to figure it out. Here I'm using some fluorescent green to put in Northern Lights. To be honest, at the end product you can't really see them, but I tried. Throwing down some more colors, silver in there, and then going to pull them back up again. So the idea for these dice paintings came from Roll for Sandwich on TikTok and also Dicey Drinks on TikTok. Two different people. One rolls dice and gets the items to make a sandwich. Doesn't always turn out great. The other one rolls dice to make drinks, which also doesn't always turn out right. Sometimes surprises the hell out of them. And they make great stuff. Also from there's like roll for barbecue, and I think there's a roll for cereal, something like that. But this is my stuff trying to do paintings. So here I go with my usual technique of carving in the trees. The only trouble with these trees is that they're all the same, pretty much start at the same place and go up. I know to make things a little different now. But at this time I'm still learning, which you do all the time. I'm still learning now. And I also didn't know whether metallic was really going to work for trees. But the whole point of these dice paintings is to try and do something a little bit different. Get out of your comfort zone, out of your box, and find something. So you could say spray painting is a good metaphor for a whole lot of things in life. Try and get out of what you're used to. Try something new. Coming in with the leaves of the trees. Doing a couple different colors. I think I started off with probably gold first and then coming in with copper, or vice versa. I don't remember. This was over a year ago. So, trying to figure it out. As I've said in other paintings, I am not putting these dice paintings in order. If you want to see the actual order of them, go on to my TikTok and you can find the order of them there. I think I did 3 or 4 in 22, and then I'm into the double digits in 23. Unfortunately, it's winter in Canada, and I paint out my garage, which does not have heat right at the moment, so painting is a little tricky right now, but doing what I can do. This also comes back to when I was a starting writer. I started in elementary school, and we did a whole lot of different kind of things to get ideas going. One of them was putting different things on a wheel, and you spin the wheel, and you pick what you're going to write about. Here we go with some waterfalls. Sometimes what you ended up writing came out great. Sometimes what you ended up writing came out like this is trash. I don't know if my paintings are great or not. So other people say they're great. I'm the artist, so I have trouble seeing what they see. I only see the stuff I didn't do or the mistakes I made. They always say the artist is their worst critic, right? Carving in some rocks, trying to make it look like real rocks as much as I can. It's not always easy. And back here I was learning and practicing. I'm better at it now. And my waterfalls here, I'm not a big fan of those either. But it is what it is. If somebody else likes it, great. In fact, I believe somebody bought this painting, so somebody must have liked it. Art is all in the eye of the beholder. Whoever sees it and loves it is going to love it. But some people see it and don't get it. For instance, the paintings of soup cans. I don't get it. But that's me. Just like out there in life. Some people are going to like the looks of one person. Some people are going to like the looks of another person. It all depends on how they feel. Some people are not even going to look at the likes. These days there's so many different things that people get attracted to. Works the same in paintings. So, did a clear coat there, coming in and carving a little bit more. Sometimes you just keep adding clear coat to try and carve stuff in and make it all pretty. I want a little bit more of light in the middle, and I'm coming back in with some of the northern lights there to try and get those seen. These dice paintings are tricky. Sometimes you gotta change things up just because it's not going to work. If your main color is purple, it can be hard to do a forest scene. I mean, you will find a way, but you gotta just change things up. Like coming in with some green for plants. My main color is metallic. Okay, the entire background is metallic. The green is just to give it some contrast and some colors and come out. And plants are usually green. I know. Think outside the box. Try and be creative. Whatever. But this is what I did, so deal with it. If you want to complain, write me a comment. I would love to get comments. Nobody has commented on anything yet. Although, by the time this painting goes up on YouTube, I could have a whole lot of comments. You never know. Now I'm just talking like a crazy person. But I'm a writer and an artist, so welcome to my world. Here I'm trying to fix up the waterfalls a little bit, try and make it a little better, a little less rigid. And the splash. Okay, I'm probably going to mention this in a couple videos, but yes, I'm holding it on the wrong part. I should be holding it at the bottom of where the water's going, not on top, because that's just silly. And then the sunlight coming through, which then takes off all of my northern lights, so it didn't really make much sense. I probably should have used color instead of white. But here are the birds in the middle. So whether I rolled a 9 or a 6, I got birds and northern lights. Also, I want to point out that my lighting while I'm doing these paintings is not great. Either it's right on the painting and you can't see it, or it's not that great a lighting. So here's a clear coat to make it shiny. My Siggy in the bottom. And the final product. Like, subscribe, do something great for yourself. See you next time.